This video is brought to you by BoardGamePrices.com. Find the best prices for board games at BoardGamePrices.com. Kia ora koutou, and welcome to Pavlov's house in about 3 minutes. It's technically a game for 1 to 3 players, but it's really a solo game. Playing time's about an hour. It's a moderately complex game. It's 1942 and the Battle of Stalingrad is underway, a battle that would become one of the worst in human history. In the end, nearly 2 million were wounded or killed. Pavlov's house was a building that anchored the defensive line for the Russians. Can you hold the house against incredible odds? You win if the Wehrmacht deck runs out and you still control Pavlov's house. But you also need victory points from keeping the board clear and completing dangerous storm group missions. You lose if your command area is bombed or the Germans take Pavlov's house. Dice. Combat is resolved with dice rolls. Card management. Your strategic decisions are decided by cards. Tile placement. Both troops in the house and strategy tokens influence the game. Player turn. The game is played in 3 distinct phases, the first of which is a strategic phase. Here you will draw 4 cards. Fog of War cards are discarded without effect, but limit your choices. You then get to choose one of the 2 actions on each card. This one allows you to add troops and equipment to the house, and this one allows you to add supplies to the staging area. You'll then need this card to transfer supplies to the river and another one to deliver them. This one allows you to repair damage to the house or lay mines. Many of these actions allow you to either remove disruption from the board or place a token. You cannot place it in an area that has disruption in it. This card allows for artillery support to be used by soldiers in the house, and this one allows you to place anti-aircraft guns, which is important for the next phase where the Germans attack. You'll draw 3 cards and resolve them. Some will be bombers, which is where your AA guns will help. Roll 2 dice for each token removed, and for each success against this number, reduce the number of bombers by 1. So we roll 3d6 and place a disruption marker on that spot. If the reveal cards are units, roll a d6 and place them on the matching track on the board. Infantry can be immediately attacked if you prepared suppression fire earlier. Other cards include artillery attacks against the house and snipers. The last phase is in the house, where you can freely move ready forces at the start of that phase. Only 1 soldier can be in a space unless they are on a weapons team. You have only 3 actions per turn, unless you've built the full communications network for an extra one. Actions include preparing suppressing fire, using this value here, and attacking enemies. Note that only red anti-armor attacks can hurt tanks. After each action, a unit is exhausted and it takes an action to refresh them, but leaders can take an action to refresh up to 3 units. Keep playing through these phases until the Wehrmacht deck runs out. Why would you like this game? This is one for the solo gamers out there. While it can be played with multiple players, it really is crafted as a solo experience first and foremost. The game looks a bit complex at first, but is actually quite rules light, which is unusual in the wargaming space, especially for solitaire games. The 3 scales of the game, represented in the 3 phases, make you feel like you're engaged in a large battle that zooms into the personal level. I've not played another game that captures strategic and tactical play at the same time quite so well, and it's full of tense moments and tough decisions, and the fear of being overwhelmed. The best thing about this game is its commitment to the history and its supporting materials. This background book is exceptional stuff. However, Stalingrad was one of the most horrific moments in human history, and that won't be something some people will want to explore in a game. Also, I'd really only recommend it if you like solo play. Like the idea of this but want zombies? Check out Dawn of the Zeds. And for a game about civilians in a siege, check out This War of Mine. Pavlov's house. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and support us on Patreon.